You'll need a preface for that. Take it back. I don't want to. That's what I told my mom the first time I met my baby brother. We've come a long way, buddy, haven't we? Let me tell you a little bit about Tommy and I's relationship as kids. He was my little duckling. He was out there in his battery-operated car, just driving around the yard, and I'd be in my playhouse, making dinner, and calling him in when it was done. It was leaving the light on in our old bedroom because he was afraid of the dark, and helping my mom give him baths, which really just consisted of me playing in the water with him and his toy helicopter. No real bathing ever got done. As Tommy got older, he made friends, and I always wondered what it would be like to have more brothers. And boy, did I ever find out. Many of those adopted brothers actually sit right here at the head table with us. Thanks, guys, for keeping my brother out of jail all those years. At any rate, my mother hen tendencies didn't stop. In high school, we both had milking jobs, and I was the one with the car. So, on the weekends, I would roll him out of bed, into the Jeep, and he would sleep on the way down. Most mornings, I'd get his cows in and start milking for him, then wake him up, go milk my own cows, finish up, and come back to help him get his work done. There was so many nights listening to him talk about a girlfriend, and how he thought this was the one, and those all ended in heartbreak. And not gonna lie, my big sister heart hurt for him. It was tough. All I wanted for him to be was happy. And most of the time, the biggest heartbreak in his life was his first vehicle, the Chevy. We don't have 3 days to talk about all those breakdowns and all the heartbreak that went into that. So, time ticked on, I went to college, and he graduated high school. And at one point, I came to him, and he's telling me about this girl named Tori. It was nothing serious, but the more time passed, the more they were together. And after some growing up, Tori became his girlfriend, and I was indeed thrilled. Finally, there was a girl that possibly could be my sister one day. One day we were in his truck taking a ride, and the song comes on, and it's titled "And Came to You." And it told the story of a wild boy who wouldn't settle down until the perfect woman came along, and she settled him down and turned him into a good man. And therefore, in came Tori. And if there is anybody that embodies the term soul sister, it's Tori. You see, Tori and I have both come from humble beginnings. I was working a new job and home for a weekend, and she asked if I wanted to go to the Harbor Inn for dinner. And there was beer and wings involved. That's it. She had me. This girl's perfect. She's a keeper. So shortly thereafter, I may have been accidentally drunk off of slushies talking to her in the garage. And listening to her gave me a greater appreciation since we had both similar relationships in the past. Time passed on, and she brought our family together in a way that was nothing short of a miracle. Suddenly, there were more family meetings, or family meals and get-togethers. And more importantly, she was growing more and more as my sister. There were outings with Gage, vacations to Tennessee, matching tattoos, engagement ring browsing, which actually turned out to be the biggest surprise in the world for her that Tommy and I managed to pull off. Weddings, engagements, pregnancies, and most of all, our journeys together into motherhood. I don't know if any of you have heard the song Hurricane by Cody Johnson, but here are a couple lines that perfectly describe Tori. She's like a lighthouse standing in the path of a mad hurricane, and her kind laugh at the lightning and dances around in the rain. You see, Tori's hands down is the strongest woman I've ever met. I've watched her in awe as she's relentlessly encouraged my brother to pursue his dreams and passions. She has single-handedly helped me through the toughest parts of my life. Dark depression, crippling anxiety, and the loss of my best four-legged friend Luna. And most importantly, some really tough labor contractions. Never once shying away from FaceTiming or being there when I needed her, her strength was unparalleled. Especially after having little Tommy and battling some serious infections, she never once missed a step as a loving mother. You see, women like Tori are the rarest of rare, and that's why she's perfect for my baby brother. She says she has a tender heart and encourages him with an attitude to tell him when he's doing something dumb. Todd, Ethan, and I love you guys so dearly. It is my hope that your marriage is full of love and joy. And Tori, may you always be trying to figure out what field Tommy's trying to farm in. And Tommy, may you always be sending dumb TikToks to Tori. We love you guys so much. Cheers to the bride and groom.
I'm pretty sure most of you know me, but for those who don't, I'm Alexis, Tori's older sister. I can't say that I was surprised when she asked me to be her maid of honor, because I already mentally prepared writing this speech since she started talking about getting married. I didn't know how I would fit 24 years worth of words in the allotted time she gave me. She also had a lot of demands. She said I couldn't make her cry and I couldn't put on a performance. But she reminded me that I did hate her for most of that time, so I shouldn't have too much to say. I couldn't be more excited to be standing here next to you on your wedding day, and then I got to help with the entire process, even though we had some creative differences and might not have had everything done as early as we planned. It all started when I begged for a little sister. Then it finally happened. I got the little sister I always wanted. I loved her so much at first. But then she started touching my stuff. Can you believe that after 9.5 years of being an only child, I was expected to share? At that point, I was totally over it and tried to send her back to where she came from, but apparently the return window had already passed. As most siblings, we went through our phases of loving each other, hating each other, being civil, hating each other again, to somehow calling her my best friend. Don't tell Dad he was right. From dance classes, musical rehearsal, and bowling, to Friday night smackdowns where somehow I was always the one to get hurt, doing donuts in the parking lot with my friends and not telling Mom, unknowing letting her parallel park my brand new car for the first time, not killing each other on our drive across the country together, and for me getting to show Tori city life and her getting me to do things on the farm that I never would have done in the past. I even bought cowboy boots for today. When Tori was about 3, remember her age, me, Tori, and our mom and her friend went to a small local concert for the Clarks. You might have heard of them. They were performing, like I said, at a small festival, and our mom and her friend were obsessed with them. More specifically, Scott Lacey, who they always referred to as Mr. Hottie Pants. After the concert, they were doing a meet and greet. Typically, when you do a meet and greet, you have a chance to chat for a second, maybe give a hug, take a picture, you move on. When it was our turn, everyone was excited. That's normal. Everyone said how much they loved the band and Scott. Also normal. Everyone giving hugs and taking pictures. Also normal. Scott goes to hug Tori, and much to everyone's surprise, Tori kisses Scott Lacey right on the lips. But Tori was never meant to marry a rock star. Ever since Tori was little, she always said she wanted to live on a farm, have lots of animals, get married, and have kids. And now she's officially living out that dream. Though I'm pretty sure they have room for a few more animals. Now Tommy. Everyone always asks me if I like the guy my sister's marrying. If I didn't, she would know. I know it definitely took both of us a while to warm up to each other. But any good big sister has to be skeptical of the guy that their little sister is dating and thinking about marrying. I probably asked Tori over 1,000 times if she was sure. In case you were wondering, she was. You've welcomed this crazy California girl and our dad into your family, and we're happy to have you part of ours. I've considered you part of the family even before today. Since it's finally official, I will now only be referring to you as my brother. No need for in-law, that's just too long. As I said from the very day you proposed, you're stuck with me forever now too. So, bro, little bro, big little bro, brother Tom, we'll figure that out later. Together, Tori and Tommy really do make a great team. After spending a lot of time with the two of them, I know and can see how much they really love and care about each other. Ellie, and baby T, of course. Don't let Tommy fool you, he's a little softy on the inside. I can't wait to watch you two continue with this stage of your journey and see what the future holds. And I have a small gift for you to help you enjoy the rest of the night. It's supposed to be up here. Does anybody know where the little gift is? Yes. It's under Tristan's chair. I'm going to need you to open that right now.
You've been nice, just so you know. Tori, you better check.
Tori, open it for us. Huh?
I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say congratulations. So everybody raise your glass and cheers to the newlyweds.
I'm probably about the last person you want to hear talking, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Me and Tom go back a long way, and I can't even get into the stories because we'll probably be locked up. When he first brought Tori around, I said, oh, there goes my boyfriend. Done. We butted heads a little bit there over that, but I let her have them. Wish you guys the best. Glad to see my buddy here finally happy with little Tommy and Tori. Never seen him this happy. Good luck, guys. I love you both.
There's your bald head. There's the bald head, but Tom, I do wish you guys the best. You gotta keep up and downs between the sheets, you know. But the stories that we have, we better not get into because it might be a divorce already. So we'll keep it to that. No, I do wish you guys the best, and you already said more than what it's got to be, but it ain't easy being the second best, so you guys got it. Have at her.
Everybody, bow your heads. Our Heavenly Father, we ask you to bless everybody here today that is gathered here to wish them the best of luck. Lord, we all ask that you bless Tori and Tommy with this great new thing in their lives, a life together. Please, Lord, bless this food. Let it nourish our bodies. Bless us all with a great time today. And at the end of the evening, bless us all with a safe ride home. All of these things we ask in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Tori and Tommy, thank you for this honor. Have a great, what is that? Anyways, God bless you. I love you. I'm so happy for you. What more can I say? Thank you very much.